Okay, so I was on my way to train at the bars on the park and it started raining, so I thought I'd shelter under this tree and do a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I'm gonna be talking about the bigger picture, as I don't feel like I've talked about the bigger picture on my Instagram like I have in my books. So we first need to understand about the education system when it comes to the bigger picture. So we've all been conditioned from a very young age, from the age of 4, to fear bacteria, to get a 9 to 5 job, to listen to authority, to never ask questions, to listen to what you're being told, to ask questions about what you're being told, but not to question what you're being told. There's a massive difference. Because when you start questioning what you're being told, they don't like that. They want you to really just completely succumb to what they're saying. They don't want any questions being asked about anything. And the teachers are trained to make sure that the kids aren't asking questions. Think about it. You want to go to the toilet at school. You have to put your hand up to ask whether you can go to the toilet, and then most of the time the teachers say no, you can wait till lunchtime to go to the toilet. That's how much you're being conditioned. You go in school all happy and laughing as a kid, and you come out miserable with a soul destroying job opportunities. I'm doing this video, I've not planned this video by the way, so I'm going to try my best. I don't plan any of my videos, but I'm going to try and get everything I want to say in this video. Okay, so excuse if you can hear some people. There's people walking next to me. Okay, so the education system is the pinnacle of the conditioning, and you go in at age 4 and you come out primary school. What is it, 11-ish, 11, and you go into high school. That's like the second most conditioning you can get. Like it literally, high school is it's so incredibly deceiving what you've been told in high school, because you go in primary school, you taught quite a few things really, mostly maths, mostly English, but it's high school where you're really starting to be indoctrinated into getting that job, into getting into the system, into really doing something that is going to feed the system. They never tell you how to handle finances, how to really be self-reliant, how to be self-sufficient, how to use your money to benefit your own life, not to benefit the system. Just think about that. It's really interesting. And then you go to college, which you specialise in a subject that you've learnt in high school, and that subject is most likely you're going to be studying at university, and university is the top of the conditioning. That is where all of the masters of so-called health all go to learn shit, and it's nothing to do with health. And then they say, oh, I've got a degree, so I know more about your body than God knows about your body, and more about your body than your body knows about itself. If you cut your body open now, it will heal, because your body hasn't learned how to do that with a degree. It just knows. So people with a degree think they know more about your body healing than your body knows about healing itself. What crazy world are we living in? If your body can heal a cut, it can heal from anything. It doesn't just pick and choose what it can heal from. It grows hair every minute. It grows bone, it grows tissue, it grows your height, it grows your muscles, it grows everything. But yet you can't heal from certain illnesses because, oh, the doctor said so, because he's had a degree. Look, we've been conditioned. I'm trying to get the point across how much we've been lied to, and it starts with the education system, because that's like the number one. Like where I'm trying. That's like when you first get into truth, you look at the education system first, and then you realise, you go through all the different subjects. So we go maths. Okay, they hide the true power of numbers, because the whole universe is made out of numbers, the Fibonacci sequence. You know, Pythagoras knew that. The true power of Pythagoras is being hidden from maths lessons. That's true. We got English. They hide the true power of words. The words create reality. Or legalese in law. It's all spelling. It's spells. Spelling. That's why they call it spelling. Most people just laugh at this now, but it's all true. All legalese. It's all deception through words, getting into contracts through the use of certain words like understand, which means do you stand under me? With certain words, they can bind you into a contract. and therefore have the right to arrest you unlawfully. But then they arrest you what you call legally, because you binded yourself into a legal contract. And this is where they hide the power of words in English lessons. Then we get into science. Okay, so we got physics lessons. Okay, there's some decent stuff you learn in physics, some helpful things. But most of the things I'm going to probably explain in a later video. I don't think the world is quite ready for some of the things I've found out. But that's why we'll leave that for a little bit. But mostly chemistry. Chemistry is actually okay because you're learning about different things that occur naturally in the world, and you do certain experiments that. But the thing about chemistry is it's so simple, really, if you think about it. You're doing little faffy experiments that don't teach you nothing about the world, just like Bunsen burners, and then like most of the time I was playing with matches anyway. You don't actually learn anything in chemistry really about say actually beneficial to you. You're learning something to do with the system they just go off on one in chemistry. Like, you're not actually benefiting from anything. But it's when we come to biology that it's there where the real problem lies, because biology is so messed up. It is unbelievable. Like, they teach you the germ theory as a fact. They think it's a germ fact. Well, no, it's still called the germ theory for a reason, because it's still a theory, because it's not been proven. And it has been disproven, actually. It's been disproven in 1930 with the Spanish flu, when 100 participants got swabbed with the Spanish flu, and none of them came down with it. They got proved that viruses don't cause illnesses back then. And you can't say bacteria causes illnesses, because we'd be ill all the time with all these billions of bacteria we've got in our bodies. I forgot the exact number, but it's in my book somewhere. So if viruses and bacteria can't cause illness, then what does? And that's the thing they're not telling us. It's the traumas, it's the conflicts, it's the anxiety, it's the not doing what you really want in life, being unbalanced, eating shit, thinking shit, not getting any nature, not getting any sunlight, not any movement, no training, no laughter, all of that. And then we go on to history. So as you know, that a lot of my videos recently I've been on about history, and it's his story. So it's a story that they've made up about history. So the true history has been hidden from us. The only true history is up until about 1870. Before that, including the Middle Ages, it's been a lie. The advanced civilizations have hid from us. They never explain how they built these buildings, these structures, because it was an impossibility back then. A horse and cart society building St. Basil's Cathedral. I don't think so. If they're on a horse and cart, the Victorians had crooked houses all littering the streets, but yet they built these magnificent buildings left, right and centre. And if you just scroll through my Instagram, you'll be able to see all these buildings and see Paris and the comparison between Paris in 1900s versus now. And it's mind-blowing when you think about it, because we've been wiped out. We wiped out the old civilizations in the Great Reset, and we redesignated the structures from their original purpose in the electromagnetic grid into churches, cathedrals, things like that, banks. So we've repurposed all the structures from their original purpose. So history was being a lie. But then no one gets any further than this. And they say, okay, well, everything we've been taught is a lie. But why? Why would they lie about all this? There must be a reason. And it's because they don't want to understand our true power. That's where the truth lies. Because if we understood, if we understood our true power, the controllers wouldn't have anything on us. We'd be living in freedom. There'd be no wars. There'd be no deceit. There'd be no 9-to-5s. There'd be no money as such. It'll be a different system altogether, where everything's fair. The controllers wouldn't have anything. So you just think about that. They have to keep us down for them to keep their power. The rich keep getting richer all the time because of our ignorance to what's happening. And it stops now, because how many times have I said this is the Great Awakening? But it comes at a big cost here, because when people are awakening, if you're still this far in the video, this is the most important bit in the video. The Great Awakening is a double-edged sword for a lot of people right now, because there is so many truthers and so many people that are pretending to have your best interest at heart and pretending to bring out the truth. Okay, they are deceivers. They work for them. They are bringing you down. They're bringing out half-truths. They are bringing out things that throw you off track. They are feeding the system. For example, there are certain people, I'm not going to mention their names, who are pointing awareness at what is going on now. Okay, where energy goes, what is the saying? Where attention goes, energy flows. So they, even if they look like they are bringing truth out, they are pointing your energy, your awareness, to whatever's going on in the illusionary society of the controllers. Okay, when your awareness is there, the energy is flowing in that society. The new world order will happen if our awareness is within this system, be it for it or against it. If our awareness is there, the energy is there. The only way to awaken, the only way to bring about the Asia we all want, is to focus on what you want to do, is to focus on what sets your heart on fire. You ignore what you don't completely, don't, I wouldn't say ignore it, I would say pay attention. It's difficult when trying to explain. Observe what's happening, but do not put energy and emphasis on it. For example, I see clear as day what's happening, but my attention, my frequency is not aligned with that. I'm not going to let it affect my life. No matter how many chemtrails they put in the air, no matter how much fluoride they put in the water, no matter how many flipping bombs they drop, it's not going to affect my life, because my life is on a different frequency. I'm not going to let that affect my life. This is where the power lies. Because once you concentrate on your life and evolving yourself every day, don't care about anyone else. I know it sounds selfish, but that's the only way to help other people, is to help yourself first. You know, you have to make sure that you are the most evolved person that you can be before you help anyone else. You can't be, you know, useless, unfit, unhappy, you know, sad yourself and then expect to awake everyone else. It doesn't work like that. And that's why this is the most important part of the video, because all of these deceivers that are supposed to be bringing out truth are pointing you in the direction of what is happening. They are never saying how to evolve yourself, how to improve yourself. Have you noticed that they never point attention to the advanced civilizations? They never point attention to natural world, natural laws, natural principles. Because natural principles are very, very simple, and they do not want you to understand the simple. They want you to be so distracted, so confused, that you become crazy. They put so many different answers and distractions around every corner that you become mental. You become absolutely crazy. You become lost completely, and then that's it. It's like a mental war. It's a spiritual war. They put puppets around every corner that look like they're on our side, and then they're actually pointing you in a different direction, and you don't know which way to turn because you don't know what's right. You don't know anything, because they're doing that on purpose, so to actually put you down. It's such it's a mind virus, is what I call it. And it's very sad, because so many people are getting sucked into all of this deception, all of this deceiving, because even when they're awake, they're still getting sucked into